Dave, just to see how your team battled through this one, the back and forth, and how you all were able to pull this one out tonight, how would you describe it?
Resilience. It wasn't a pretty game, to be quite honest. But we found a way to win. Got some hits when we needed to, made some pitches when we needed to, and here against this ball club, we'll take it any way we can get it.
What were you seeing from Dustin May? What do you think just kind of kept him off balance throughout this one?
I don't know. I think that, I think it's fair to say that I think emotions were a part of it. I think that trying to manage his emotions internally, this is the first big ball game that he's pitched in quite some time, as far as kind of on the road in this type of environment where you've got to sort of manage emotions. And for me, it was kind of the strike throwing, the command clearly wasn't there. And it was good to see him find his way, and I felt that his last 2 innings were his best innings. And that's the thing I'm really proud of, and the fact that, you could have waved the white flag and, had to really tax our pen, but he found a way to get through 5 innings and put us in a position to win the game tonight, as well as win a series. So for me, that was my message to him on the growth part of it. But it overall, sure wasn't great.
Talk about the atmosphere. Did it feel like you were back in October?
I just think that the fans, certainly, they're always into it. You get 2 good ball clubs. I think the way you saw Mike manage and with some urgency and kind of the moves, and I wouldn't say playoff game, but it was intense. It was fun out there.
How much of a boost has it been just having Andy be in the stretch that he's been in the last month and a half for you, almost, or 2 months really?
Yeah, it's been great. We obviously have our cemented, solidified stars, but also to have a young player now you can kind of expect contribution from, and he's doing it consistently, getting big hits. Moment doesn't get too big, and it just adds that length where a lot of times they're going to pitch around some of those guys to the top of the order, but you need some guys to get big hits, and Andy's continued to do that, and he's got a good pulse.
Hyseong still hasn't faced that many lefties, but how do you manage that decision, like when to let him face them and when not to?
I think for me, it's with Hyseong, he's putting together really good at bats, versus left, versus right. I think I like the Matsui at bat because it's not as much velocity, the ball down, spin with his swing, and I just felt Morahone has got more velocity, and I just felt that was going to be a tougher at bat for him. Giving Kiki an opportunity, he's got to be better versus left. That's just the way it is, and he knows that. So I want to keep him involved as well, and that was kind of the thought behind the Hyseong kind of pinch hit and why he did and didn't.
With Kemp, do you see him maybe getting to the point where you might trust him in some of those velocity matchups?
Yeah, I think so. As long as he, keeps taking the at bats, but, he's doing everything he needs to do.
Well, what's been the biggest difference with Tanner in the last week now, 3 or 4 outings?
Connor, Mark, Bardo, they all kind of came together with kind of the medical or the performance guys and saw some things in his throw, the delivery, that they cleaned up, and it got him back to what he does, and everything, the life to the fastball, the slider is short, sharp, and not as kind of rolly as it was. So I think that just the delivery got cleaned up.
With tomorrow being the bullpen game, do you still kind of feel good as to where things are, just considering the arms you had to use today?
Yeah, I do. We're going to activate Sauer tomorrow. So we had to send out Urena. But Urena was good for us, but we're going to activate Sauer. And then, we'll figure out who's going to start the game or open the game. I haven't decided that yet.